Iran says it has been preparing for the new U.S. economic sanctions and is ready to face them. Yesterday, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent unveiled the Trump administration's so-called economic D-Day. He also warned other countries, saying they need to sever financial ties with Iran or face retaliations. For more on this, we're joined by Philip Luck. He is the director of the Center for Strategic and International Studies Economics Program and the Scholl Chair in International Business. He also served in the Biden administration as the deputy chief economist at the State Department. Phil, thanks so much for joining us. So I'm trying to understand, and Kelly and I were having this conversation. The Treasury Secretary yesterday was asked specifically, why not implement these sanctions right away? You're just threatening them. You're threatening partners. And why not just do it? And the Treasury Secretary responded, why would I want to blow up, and I'm paraphrasing here, the global economy? Almost signaling to me, and you guys are smarter than me, but I thought, well, that's sort of giving it away. You understand that this is going to blow up the economy. It's going to hurt us. It's going to hurt our partners, as well as Iran, which is certainly the goal here. But you recognize that this is going to cause a lot of pain for a lot of people. Is this a good plan?
It's a plan. I would say I totally agree with you. I mean, I think the main thing here is the best sanction is the sanction you don't have to use, right? By just the threat of it, you get the party to sort of give in to what you want them to do. And that's clearly the goal here. I mean, the designations that came out the other day, about 78, they weren't really, abnormal in the number of sanctions or the sort of level of sanctions. Just to give you a sense here, in the last sanctions program on Russia at the very end of the Biden administration, they sanctioned in one day 150 targets and 180 vessels relative to, this being under 80 overall. So this is not a huge effort. And to your point, this is much more of a shot across the bow, telling our partners, and Iran's partners more specifically, if they continue to do business with Iran, they may face pressure. The real question, though, to your point, is how credible that threat is.
Do you think China, of course, one of the major countries that Iran does business with, will actually acquiesce to this? And my second question, I'm going to layer this on top of that, is if they don't, how at risk in sort of using the dollar so aggressively could we see the BRIC nations really double down on developing a currency using a currency outside of the dollar?
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't see a high probability of China sort of backing down or acquiescing to these threats. I mean, they view our sanctions as illegal. We've made very similar threats in the case of Russia and other parties. I mean, at this point, you really have to think about for Russia, Iran, North Korea, these are some of the most sanctioned countries in the world by the United States, and their economic lifeline in all cases is China. And we have not been willing to sort of put the type of pressure necessary on China to change that behavior. Part of the reason is because that would be costly to us, right? But by actually sanctioning a major foreign financial institution or a Chinese entity, not only do you have the impacts on the global economy, which we were just talking about, but there's possible retaliation, right? Where we're going through trade negotiations with China, we're dealing with export control, tit for tat. So there's a lot of constraints here and a lot of, different things we're trying to optimize for at the exact same time.
All right. I could talk about this for hours,
yes,
but unfortunately we're out of time.
Yes.
Phil Luck, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.